All right. So we are looking at our blue notes from Friday. We are just finishing up the back. Okay. As we are doing this, if you don't get the answer as fast, that is okay, but I need you practicing using this tool. If you don't know how to use it, on Friday, I cannot tell you how to do a fraction. I cannot tell you how to do square root, okay? You have to know how to use this tool as part of your test, okay? Because if I tell you how to use it, then you really haven't learned anything, okay? So as we're practicing, make sure you're also practicing. All right. Number 1, the marching band conducted a survey for the most popular candy. The results are shown below. Which one puts in order from most popular to least? So most popular would be greatest to least. Greatest to least. All right. We said that they all have to be turned into decimals. Something that is tripping up a lot of people is the fractions on the calculator. So if you can just remember a fraction is a division problem, you can save yourself a step. A fraction is a division problem. A fraction is a... All right. So if you're good with a calculator and doing 2/9 alpha y equals over alpha y equals 4, do that. If you're not, then just do 2 divided by 9. And what do you get? 0.22 repeating. Good. All right. 0.4 is already a decimal. 22%. How do you go from percent to decimal? Divide by 100. Or just move your decimal 2 places. So 22% is what? 0.22. 16% is what? 0.16. And if you're not sure how we did that, 22%, the decimal's here. I move it 1, 2. Okay? Now I want to make them look the same, so I'm going to fill in with a 0. All right, we're looking for the most popular. So I have a 2, 4, 2, and a 1. Do we know which one is the most? 4, which is Milky Way. Which I disagree with. This is not a good...
I like
Yuck. Snickers is the best.
Ew.
Or Reese's. Who said ew?
I don't like Snickers.
Okay. All right, next. I have 2 2s. So I'm going to look at the next digit. 22 and 22. Uh-oh. Okay, so I need to look at the third digit. What would the... This would be another what?
2.
Okay, 0. What do I put here? 0. So which one is bigger? Snickers. You might see something like that on the DCA, the test on Wednesday. Hint, hint, hint. If they're the same, see if you can extend a number. Okay, what's next? M&M's. And finally, Hershey's. Only M&M's if they are peanut.
Yeah.
Plain is boring. Sorry. My mom was obsessed with M&M's. That's why I have this little M&M in my classroom. She said when she died that we were all getting a bunch of M&M's, so I took one. I don't need a bunch. All right. Next, Kara wrote the following problem, least to greatest. It says she made a mistake, so we want to know where she messed up. So 4.3 is already a decimal, okay? Square root of 18. Make sure you're practicing how to use the calculator, okay? If someone says it before you, that's okay. I want you practicing to make sure you also get the same answer. What do you get?
4.24.
4.24. If you're still having trouble with that, the button is the x squared button, and it's blue, so you push second before it, okay? Next, 25 over 4. What is 25 over 4? Remember, a fraction is a division problem. 6.25. Good. And then pi plus 8.
$11.14.
Okay. Now I want to know if these are really in order from least to greatest. So she said 4.3, 4.24, 6.25, 11.14. Did she do it correctly? Why?
I think it is. No, you switch.
Yeah. If you don't add that 0, people are like, well, 3 is less than 24. Okay, but you have to add the 0 to make them look the same. And also, that's why this little one number at a time trick helps. Okay, so she switched what? Yeah, the square root of 18 should be first. Or you could say she switched the first 2. Okay, that is a very common mistake because you saw a 3 and you saw 24. But remember, they all have to have the same number of digits. All right, number 3. Which of the following shows the values in descending order? What does it mean to descend? Going down. So what do you start with? When you're descending, you start at the top and you go to the bottom. Descend means to go down. So you're starting with greatest, going down to least. Okay? All right, pi plus 5. Okay. So the good thing about this is these are all the same, so I can write that underneath all of them. Now just doing one, I don't know yet if that's the biggest or the smallest, so I can't mark any answer choices off. All right. Next, 14 pi over 9. So remember, a fraction is a division problem. So do 14 pi and then divide it by 9. Okay, 4.88. So far, is this going in the right direction? Greatest to least? Yes. Okay, B. Is that going in the right direction? No, that one's already messed up. C. Am I going in the right direction? Is it still greatest to least?
Yeah.
And D, is it still greatest to least? Yeah, so far, so good. All right, the square root of 17. 4.12, okay? Am I still going in the good direction? Is it a little bit smaller? Yeah, here, it's right here. Is it still going in the direction? No, because these two should be switched. D, am I still going in the right direction?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, the next one is 4. Is 4 a little bit smaller than 4.12?
Yes.
Yes. Here, is 4 in the right place?
No.
No. So which one is correct? A. Does everybody see how we did that? All right. Number 4, anybody like to read? Okay, Bella, you got to read that for me?
Last night, Amy completed 0.78 of her homework. Melissa completed 9/15 of her homework. Tyler completed 4/6 of his homework. And John completed 40% of his homework. Put the students in order from the most homework completed to least.
Perfect. Thank you, ma'am. All right. So, Amy, she's already a decimal, which is great. Whoops. Amy's 0.78. Okay. Melissa is 9/15. What is Melissa as a decimal? Remember, a fraction is a
0.6.
division problem, so it's 0.6. Okay. We have Tyler.
Can I put a 0 after the 6 just to be?
Yeah. What is Tyler?
Is 4/6.
Which equals
0.6.
0.6 repeating. And John is 40%, which is 0.4 or 40. Okay. And then Avery said, can I just go ahead and put a 0? Absolutely. All right. We're looking for them in order from most to least. Who has the most homework completed? Amy, because 78 is the biggest. Who's next? Tyler. Who's next? Melissa. And last? And John. Okay. That's all we're doing. Pretty easy, right?
Can I just put their first initial?
That's fine.
Instead of writing their full name.
Yes, perezoso. You know what that means? All right. Last one. Put them in order from least two greatest. All right, square root of 170. 13.03. When you have several, you do want to stack them. Okay, 5 is already a decimal. Be careful. Where's the decimal on 5?
After the 5.
Before the 5 or after?
After.
Okay, so 5.00. Okay, next, square root of 8. 2.82. So again, I'm being very careful to line up my decimals. 40 over 3. A fraction is a division problem. So 40 over 3.
13.3 repeated.
13.3 repeating.
Yes.
Okay, and the last one is already a decimal, which I appreciate. But that one has 3 numbers, so what do I need to do to each one?
Add a 0.
Add a 0, except for the repeating one. Add a 3. Okay? All right, we're putting them in order from least. Which one is the least? Okay, that's easy. 2.82, which is what?
Square root of 8.
Square root of 8. Okay, that one's done. Next, 5, just regular 5. Okay, now I have two 13s, so I got to look. 13.0 or 13.3?
13.0.
0, which is what?
170.
The square root of 170. Then 40 over 3. And finally, the biggest is 14.025. Are there any questions? The biggest thing is making sure you know how to use this calculator. Okay, if you know how to use this calculator and you can write your numbers organized, is this easy? So easy. Okay? All right, we're going to take this paper exactly like this, flip it. Then I want you to fold over just the very top. Oh, dang it, sorry.
Very bottom.
Yep. Until you see the word practice. Okay, fold it over until you see the word practice. This tiny, tiny, tiny little strip right here, this is where you're going to put glue. Okay? Now, something that drives me crazy is y'all will do this, and then you'll put it in like this. Do you still have stuff hanging off if you put it this way? Okay, you're going to turn it. And you're like, it's still hanging off, but can I fold it then?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so then you're going to fold it in.
Are we still going to write in table
All right.
contents?
Yes, update your, I think we updated our table contents Friday. I can't remember. If we did